Good morning to everybody. I hope that all of you are having a beautiful, beautiful day. Hopefully, I am not sounding all crackled up. I'll be trying to mess around with this dang on sound. I am currently in the process of looking for another program in order to go live on because StreamYard has been cutting up a little bit too much for me. And, when you pay per month, for these services, there are certain things that just should not be happening. I found that I'm not the only one who is having issues in regards to the sound and everything. So hopefully somebody will drop down to let me know whether or not I am crackling or not or whatever so that the commentary is not too messed up, even though I'm not going to be on here long. I don't want to step on nobody's toes when it come to going live. Okay, y'all. I don't want them type of issues. So, that's going to be that. So if you are in the clouds, can you please just drop down and just let me know whether or not I'm crackling or not, guys? Okay. Um, so I can know whether to go on or not, because I would hate to be talking and it's just all these noise issues or whatever. And then I know the comments are kind of slow as well. Another issue that you tend to run into. Good morning, Detroit 313. Good morning. Can you let me know whether or not the sound is crackling or not so I can see if I need to make some adjustments? I really hate that I have to start each show off like this. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Glenn T. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, now I can go ahead and not take too long or whatever like that. Okay. Hey, Nomi. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Okay. First of all, I want to start this off by saying thank you to all of the elements that appeared last night. My family had a prayer call for me last night. I was not able to see everybody that was on there, but my mother, because of the fact she was in charge of it, said that there were a lot of people, family and friends on there. So if you were able to attend that prayer call last night, it happened around 8 p.m. It lasted for about an hour. Thank you, and I appreciate it. It was very, hey, buddy B, it was very, very positive and it made me full, with just all the love and everything like that. And so, yeah, I wanted to start it off by saying thank you for that. Because today is the day that I go to find out the full scope of things, as you all know. But I will go into further detail about that on our next episode, which will be episode 5, I believe. I will let you all know exactly what they say. And so we got our fingers crossed that, you know, things will be, good. But anyway, let's get to the point of this video really quick. And it is called Habitual Line Steppers. I started to come out yesterday and give my opinion. Hey, BB Nice, good morning. I started to come out and give my opinion about the story that was going on yesterday, and that was between Sassy and YouTube cameras, which both of the ladies I do like. As you all know, they had an issue, that happened at the end of YouTube camera show to where there was a disagreement. Sassy pretty much asked YouTube cameras to not do something, and YouTube cameras, did not appreciate her doing that or felt like Sassy was checking her. And that's how that went. Okay. I didn't want to come out yesterday because I don't like to ever appear like I'm trying to join a bandwagon when it comes to things. And usually y'all know I mind my business, even though I observe a lot of things that go on within the beef sector. But I did want to come out and speak about it, not only when it comes to those two, but just a thing that I see within this sector. I'm not on either person's side. I don't have no dog in a fight, but I feel like a lot of the connections on here, whether it is so-called YouTube ships or people actually going the route to try to form friendships, I honestly do not understand how a lot of y'all continue to deal with each other, and that's just being real. When you are meeting people in any type of relationship, even if it's a romantic one, there's a road that you all go down. Okay. The thing like I've said before about whether or not people are able to form real friendships off of here, it is possible. It takes time, but it also takes having respect for that friendship and also having respect for that person, realizing that none of us are perfect. Even the best friendships go through ups and downs. That is something that is normal. However, it's the way that you go about dealing with it. And again, what I have observed, how some of y'all call each other friends. And like I said, I'm not just talking about sassy and YouTube cameras in particular. I'm talking about a lot of dynamics that I've witnessed on here. How a lot of y'all call each other friends, I will never understand, just off the way that y'all have snapped off on each other, the low things y'all have said to each other. If I call somebody being my friend, no matter how mad I am at them, there are certain lines that I'm not going to cross. Even within me being angry, because we all lose our cool, that's something natural. But even with me being angry, there are certain, I can control myself enough to where I'm not going to say and do certain things. And I damn sure am not going to do it publicly. I don't know whether some of y'all feel like because of the fact that if you begin a friendship on YouTube, that everything about the friendship needs to go on YouTube. I don't believe that at all. Because what you run into is you run into a lot of people adding their 2 cents into it, which whether they're right or wrong, it ends up adding another layer of hardship to it because now it has turned into it's not just between you and that person, it's between you and a slew of people who have their own different agendas. And that's a very hard thing to navigate. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're getting to know people. And good morning, Marcus, Queen, Miss J, anybody I miss on you. And like I said, friendships and just dealing with people is very, very difficult, as it is anyway. But I just think it just has to do with the type of person that you are, and I just wouldn't handle my friends the way that a lot of y'all handle each other. The disrespect that y'all take from each other is crazy as hell to me. I've seen y'all talk about each other's children, give health reads, talk about things that you personally share with each other. Just go in the goddamn crater and then y'all right back on each other's panels or right back like everything or nothing has happened. And I just don't understand that. I feel like a lot of y'all need to have more respect for yourselves and also understand that we are adults here. You're dealing with adults and the controlling shit, the I'm gonna talk to you like you the bottom of my feet shit. That's not what friendship is. And I think a lot of us get jaded by the bullshit that happens on here. And it makes me feel like how do y'all handle y'all friendships in real life? And also, is a lot of this just for show? Is it a play? Is this the way that you really handle conflict? That's crazy as hell to me, and I'll never understand it. But um, yeah, that's just what I observe from everybody. It's a lot of people. I'm like, I don't know how y'all get on each other's panels, how y'all still talk to each other. It's a level of respect that I just feel like you should have for human beings, but not only human beings, but people you call yourself liking and loving. It's I just am I the only one that feel that way? Okay, because I'm just like you're not gonna talk, and then the excuse some people, well, this is just the way I am, or this is just the way I talk. Okay, that's fine. But all of us in life have to adjust. You're not going to talk the same way at home that you talk at work or when you go into certain environments. So we're not about to sit here and pretend as adults that we don't switch depending on the environment that we're in. Okay. That's we're not about to sit there and act like that. We're not about to use this is just the way I am, this is just the way I talk. And also, you cannot handle every person the same way. As you are navigating that road of friendship, y'all are learning each other, y'all are learning each other's boundaries. That's just like I have a friend in personal life that he don't like the word nigga. You can't call him nigga, he gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? Versus I have another homeboy to where you can call him nigga 8,000 times a day. Same thing, some of y'all with Some females, they don't like to say bitch to each other. They don't like when their girlfriends say, hey bitch, this and that, like that, versus you have other people that don't mind that. So again, it's about learning each other's boundaries. And also too, if you have a problem, which you will run into problems, you handle that shit off of YouTube. I don't give a damn if you have formed a friendship on YouTube. If you are towards the role of building something that is real when it comes to, having a friend, everything is not content. I still believe in that. And I don't feel like anybody should take any amount of disrespect or being talked to like they below. I think that shit is crazy as hell. And it's no excuse for it. You can't blame alcohol. You can't blame where you came from. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Also, as well, it's your tone. I had to learn that personally years ago. And like I said, I still struggle with it sometimes. I'm not going to say, again, none of us are perfect. But when I was coming up, I would get certain reactions and I didn't understand at the time. But I had to realize, okay, it's your tone. It's not only what you're saying, it's your tone. And you may feel like you're saying something in your head and you're not trying to convey it that way, but it come out fucked up and people are receiving it that way. Um, that's why I've said before, a lot of times listen to your so-called enemies or listen to people who are telling you certain things. If there's 20 people saying the same thing about you, maybe you should listen. It's not always a thing of, people can't take you or people are jealous or this and that. No, sometimes you're showing up as an asshole and people are letting you know that. Okay. I had to realize that because we all have been a monster in somebody's story. And that is when you have to look inward. And it's not easy to do. We all think we perfect. We all think we don't do shit. But that is when you look inward and say, well, damn, if 20 people keep telling me the same thing, maybe I do need to look at it. It ain't about, trying to act different for somebody. It's the fact that a lot of people that you think are against you, God could actually be sending them to actually help you grow in an area that you're blind to, because we can all lack self-awareness when it comes to different areas in our lives. So I include myself in that. It's a daily working process. And you do have to be considerate that everybody do not handle things the way that you handle. It's not about strength. It's not about that or being sensitive. No, it's about the simple fact that you can't handle everybody the same way. Some people you may have to be a little bit more, you know, careful with, because also too, all of us are coming from various different environments, various different traumas and everything like that. So if you care about somebody, you're going to go down that road to basically try to understand them. But also too, when it comes to who you're dealing with, if you're on the other side of that, you have to establish your boundaries. If somebody do some shit, don't let it keep going on. You need to tackle that shit immediately. And I know sometimes that can be hard, because when you're trying to get to know somebody, you can like an aspect of a person. I'm not saying any of y'all are bad people, but you can like somebody, but also is this one area that is like, okay, this is an issue. So you're fighting in between, do I accept this shit and override the positive? So I can see why some people may not necessarily, pop off immediately at some shit. Some people, they're like a teapot. You put them on the stove, they okay for a minute, and then when that shit keep rising and rising and rising, they fucking snapping like, okay, wait a minute, hold up, I'm tired of this shit. But you still have to learn how to let people know when they are treating you a certain type of way. And then if you continue to put up with the shit, it then goes off of them. It goes off of, why am I accepting this bullshit? Why am I trying to hold on to this connection when this person does not respect me or feel like, you know, the world revolves around them? That's another lesson we all have to learn. The world don't fucking revolve around you. Okay. All of us need somebody. And if you can't respect the people that's around you, or you feel like you can just talk to the people around you any type of way, that's an issue as well. I don't like weak motherfuckers around me. I like people to where if I do get out of line, they'll say, hold up, Leo, you tripping. not just sitting there because I want to fucking belong. And a lot of y'all display low self-esteem when it comes to the connections that y'all have. And I, like I said, I just will never understand it, but it ain't my business. I just know certain shit I'm not going to accept. And whether we're friends or not, or just regular human beings, yes, this is the beef sector and all this bullshit, but I don't give a damn. It's certain ways that you're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me a certain way in public, and you're not gonna talk to me a certain way, even if it's us offline. Certain shit you're not gonna say to me. You can throw shade that way or say little funny shit. You're not about to do that shit to me and then think I'm just gonna keep overlooking it. Because if you have respect for somebody, if you genuinely like somebody, once again, you're not gonna treat them that way. That's number one. And number two, a lot of y'all do that shit to people who y'all think y'all can do that shit to. Y'all don't do that shit to everybody. Y'all treat certain people a certain type of way because y'all know that y'all can get away with it. Stop people in their tracks when it comes to certain things. You must communicate boundaries up from in any new relationship. However, I observe the behavior and interactions first, then I decide if I want that person in my space. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, it's a process. And when you dealing with anybody, it's always something that they bring to the table. We all bring mess to the table. It's just whether or not you want to put up with that mess. But that's the thing that I got just from the situation that I observed yesterday between YouTube cameras and Sassy. I do feel like it could have been handled differently. I do feel like a phone call um immediately, as far as when it comes from Sassy's end, with her saying, okay, I didn't want you dropping down in the chat or whatever. I feel like she could have waited, since they do talk. She could have waited and just called her then after after they got off live, to where that exchange didn't even have to happen, and call her offline and say, look, please don't do this no more. Explain her reason or whatever like that. And I feel like it probably would have went over better. But I do agree with a lot of people that it was something that had been brewing already. And so I think it was something more than just the situation that happened yesterday. I think it just kind of went over, and we got a chance to experience it. Um, Whether they'll fix it or not, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I feel they should do because these are two grown people. But it is what it is. But anyway, y'all. Hey, JC. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, y'all. Good morning, Teeny B, y'all. I have to catch the replay. I'm about to get off of here. But yeah, hopefully, y'all can understand what it is that I was trying to convey. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to the situation from that aspect. I think a lot of y'all connections are is crazy as hell to me. And it just have to be respect. And don't let people talk to y'all crazy. Don't let people use excuses for piling all they bullshit onto you. We all go through problems. We all have different situations that we're going to, but it does not give anybody a right to make you their punching bag because of whatever the hell they going through. Learn how to control yourself. Learn how to have emotional intelligence, and that's my opinion when it comes to that. I love you all. Be looking forward to an episode coming later on this afternoon, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good day, guys. Bye.